Hey, Vietnam, I help my people to see what's going on in the country. All they do seem to see, so I can help all you see. Check, speaking on different issues. That's before the naked eye and ears. You feel? Yeah. You don't know, like, subscribe, share, comments, yeah. Now, I was vexed with them bus driver and thing yesterday. You check for the protests and them police and thing. So today now, I end up bouncing up some bus driver in the town. You check, because I see things looking like there's back to normal. Yeah, I ate at the meeting. You check. I didn't get too much information about the meeting, you feel? Yeah, probably next day. Yeah. But I met a few bus drivers, you check? Literally few. Yeah. And yeah, they are to see on the scene. Yeah. There is down on the Kinfield bus stop. Bus drivers there, back in active, back in work. All them bus drivers there. Back in active, back in work. Seems like they get results. Yeah. Or seems like the results they're just looking for now. The bullet dipper they get. Make them change their mind. Papa. You would never see it had a strike. You would never see bus drivers was ever damn striking. How would you? You'd have more bus there on the bus stop. A busman happened with the striking, a busman?
Well, I got to go see the big man too, they see what's in.
My brother, boy, I vex, you know. I vex. I think all it have more bus there than bus that was on the strike, man.
Today, everything on the poster today. Tomorrow. You see the big man ahead there at 11:30 today, so then you will know. Hey! Hey!
Trying to see what happened in there with them bus drivers. So I met one of the bus drivers, have a little 1-2 questions with him. You check to see what happening. So we're trying to know what's going on. You check?
Yeah.
In the bus driver. So why there's so much bus gathered up and we don't have buses continuing with the strike?
Well, it looked like fellas agreed today. Maybe yesterday they find the turnout was okay enough for them, so they decide today they pack in. They seen what they do for themselves. I myself do my private strike yesterday. I packed for the whole day. I never move. That's how I do my thing. So I guess today is a different day. I don't know. I don't really know what happening, but I guess the strike should be going on still until
we get progress.
Yeah man.
So you think progress will be happening anytime soon? I mean, from the government and what people are asking for?
Boy, that is what we'll have to wait and see. We are not sure about that one because it's like progress slower in Dominica. So I don't know.
Alright, but you don't agree with the prices going up and the taxes, and you think this strike is a good one for like what we're striking for?
Well, I mean this strike is a good strike, you know. I mean I just don't like the violence part of it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I prefer peaceful protest and thing. But it's a good vibes because you know bus drivers suffering just like any other business person. We need a little boost up to our economy so we can move forward, you know.
Understandable.
You know. Yeah, so the strike is not a bad thing at all, and now the strike now it just reveal a lot of things we didn't know.
True that.
You understand?
True that.
Like this morning, you know, certain things the Prime Minister say a lot of bus drivers didn't know about them things.
Okay.
So this strike have its purpose and thing. It have its reason behind it, but
it have misunderstandings.
Yeah, the violent part of it, I mean we can leave that out of it, you check?
Understand.
And just do a peaceful
protest
and thing.
Well, you see, for me yesterday was a wake-up call. And that wake-up call was a good call for the bus driver because we need of that. You understand?
Yes.
But there is a lot of way to protest, right? Not blocking roads and burning fire.
You understand?
And
Yes,
then you
yes,
have to
yes.
be fighting the police and shutting down the country. That's not right. What I think we can do, if you protest, you can have a silent protest. You can decide, okay, what? Today, I'm not driving bus today. I'm closing my bus. I'm going in my Zion. Or
Really.
if I want to drive, I go in my bus. I'm not picking up people. My glass wine up. I play my music. That's a protest. But coming on inside and trying to block roads and all these things,
Alright.
that they're shutting in the
I
country.
find it to arbitrary.
But for me, it was a good call because they can know what we feel
Yes,
in
yes,
doing that.
yes,
You understand?
true.
But we do have to believe in violence and all these kind of things.
Yeah,
But we have to do it peacefully. You understand?
But
the
no,
protest
what's-
is good, but just the violent part of it,
But,
we want to leave it
but
out.
before this protest, I think the Prime Minister would give us something. You understand?
True.
Which is still going to give us something. You understand? But
I hope.
we have to protest in a peaceful way.
So you believe all you gonna get something?
Of course, we will.
Because them posse bus drivers that strike, always striking, and it's all about the same purpose for the same thing.
Yes,
And each time it's always a note, a writing, a sign
Yeah.
up, a letter, stand back until a strike have to come again.
Yes.
So I don't know if an next strike going to come out above that again, or if we're going to literally get something this time. So I do.
Well, I think we will get something. We just have to be patient. Let them put things together because there was forms going around. The Prime Minister said he received 300 forms. So I think he's reviewing it. You understand?
Yes.
So what I think we should just look and see what's happening again. You understand? Be patient and see what's happening.
But no, patience might just lead to a next strike.
Yeah, all
That's
that too. So to the Prime Minister, let me tell you something. You have a lot of people that you say it yourself, you have a lot of people that have their jobs, civil servant and all of that. They are bosses too. You cannot really take those people there in interest and thing.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah.
The money you have is for fellas that depending on their boss only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to help guys like that.
Like a livelihood. You
understand?
depend on that. You understand?
Yeah.
Not civil servants who have bosses and all this
So
crap.
at least
Yeah.
after you pass that on us, from there forth, we know it's us. We have to do our thing. We have to do our hustle, do our thing. We cannot blame Scared for nothing or the government or nothing like that. But at least for now, you know how the situation was. It was rough.
Yeah.
COVID-19, all kind of thing happening.
Still rough.
Yeah.
It's still rough.
Yeah.
You check what I'm telling you. So at least pass a little thing on
Yeah,
you.
we need to get some
Yeah, pass a little thing on
incentives
us,
to buy a little tire to, you know what I'm saying?
And that goes to all the small businesses too, It's not
Yes,
just bus drivers, But I talking for bus drivers because I'm in that business.
You know what they say? Oh, you're making people lazy, just giving people money. So that's why they put it in the bank. That's my opinion, right? That's why they put it in the bank at 1%. You understand?
Yes.
At 1%, so you can go and get it. Because remember when the farmers are
yeah.
getting 10,000 and 3,000? They say that wasn't good and everybody this and that. So they put it like that. You understand? Because they say you're just giving people money. Remember that?
So because of the first time of the farmers, they find people getting money too easy.
Yeah, so let's put it at 1%. Because our own people are saying you're just giving people money, free money, making people lazy.
Yes.
All that we have to be careful of
Yes,
people.
yes. So it's us that gives
So
them
right
relief.
now, So right now, the man may be saying, okay, you know what? Because of what happened previously, let me put a thing there, take it at 1%, a 6-month grace period.
So he use it in his advantage against us.
Well, I would say, motherfucker, remember we get our first money,
Yes.
and we say so many things. We do so much things. Those who never had birthday party and all that kind of thing.
Yes, they take advantage of
And
it.
in the end, he's saying you're just giving free money and let people go and have party, let people go and 10,000 there, 3,000 there. So they make a way. That's my opinion. They make a way now saying, okay, let me put some money there, but you can take it at 1%. So you cannot tell me I just giving people free money and making people lazy or whatever.
True.
But then the other thing is when you go to the aid bank, you have to go through so much process like it's their money. You understand?
So that's
it should
why,
be easier
so
for
that's why
us.
I was saying no. Give us a straight check. If it's $5,000, you give it us, each of us or whatever. Give us our straight money.
How do you mean?
And we go in the bank, we change yours.
We change your check
our
and-
vehicle, our small business.
All
You
right,
understand?
then, true.
Yeah.
So all you find now, seeing all the running the bus because bus drivers was complaining from since Erica, Maria, COVID, all that.
Yes.
Now some bus drivers checking now that 5 and that 6 not enough. Some start to call for 10, some start to call for 12. What all you figure that is a reasonable figure to reason out between all you as individually?
But honestly, I think if each of us get if each of us would get a 15.
A 15. Because a boss, how much is the boss?
Well,
A
it
brand new
depends,
bus,
A
a brand new A brand new Nissan bus is like 128,000.
128,000 for a brand new bus. So I feel well 25 out of I feel a 15 out of 125.
It's not
110.
It's not bad.
Because
Okay, at least 10 minimum.
alright, at least 10 minimum.
Yeah.
Driver, look, you have a bus driver there. You want to hear what the bus driver have to say? Seeing everything that's been going on lately during the protests and the abuse from the police officers towards the bus drivers.
Well, really and truly, I for the protest because I'm a bus driver as well, and you're that in the kitchen, you see that feeling the heat.
That's real.
And a lot of people may outside there checking what is the purpose of that protest because they're not in our situation.
Yeah.
Because even after disaster and all those situations we have been running through sometime, when you say we hit the road there, sometimes we barely put fuel in our tank. And we have tires, sometimes the road condition, we have tires to think so often, you know, we have oil, everything. So if
And
there's
gas.
an opportunity for bus drivers to get a help, so it could able to, you know, sustain them to do what they have to do. Because remember the people them that we transport every day, you know, that's an important thing we're doing because without us they cannot make it to work.
True.
You understand? You have one or two people that may have their private ride, but it's still even more costly for them to use their private ride to go to work. So the buses are important.
Yes,
so the
yes.
people them supposed to stand behind the bus drivers and admit that we need an assistance. You understand?
Yes.
Because we go through so much. Now, I see the police officers them, you know, trying to be so harsh on the bus drivers because of protests. I'm not for the violent part of it, but what I'm saying there is the last set of protests that was here was them police officers, police welfare, because for more money.
Yes.
You understand? And government end up, you know, taking agreement with them.
Yes,
you understand?
yes,
so
true.
the police officers shouldn't against bus drivers for wanting more.
Yes,
you understand?
yes,
So that's
because
my
they-
problem.
Yeah, because they wanted more.
Definitely.
And they protest for more.
protest for more, and they get more.
They get more. And
You
they want to
understand?
stop all the
so
protests
right
for
now,
more.
we're ready to beat bus drivers
Yes,
because
true,
we
true.
longing for more. You understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
So that is my situation. There is, and really and truly, as I said, the violent part about it, I'm not for it.
Yes,
but
we
you see, the
love it.
protest is a good vibe.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of things that people don't know. People don't know what bus drivers facing. Because plenty people believe bus drivers have it sweet on the road there,
Yes.
but it doesn't know. When you say we have a bad day, brother, it's like it almost worth don't even run in bus on the road because you know you figure out sometimes even fuel you could put back in your tank. So for me, the protest is a good protest. It does that, you know, when the protest in a safe way, in a way you don't get, you know,
Anybody hurt.
you know, out of the way.
Yeah.
But I would like to see that the government assist us with some income where we can able to do certain things. There's so much we can do on our bus, and because of we just make that money, there's sometimes we cannot even do it. But yet still we have to transport people not in a comfortable situation to be on the bus. You understand?
Yes.
So you know the assistance bus drivers we required from the government is a good vibes, and the protest, you know, for it. It's just that we need to protest in a safe way, and nobody get hurt, and we just need to just let them know the situation we're in there. We really in need of help. You understand?
Now a question about the protest now. It have plenty bus drivers out there that should be in the protest and they was at home or either running road. Like my partner say he was at home doing his silent protest.
Yeah.
But most people, that some bus drivers that was outside running the road whilst all they was protesting for themselves to get higher, for themselves to benefit under everything. But they self running the road, undermining all you.
Right.
So now what people say now, the bus drivers and them are not unified enough to take the proper stand for what they want.
You see, I'll tell you something, brother. In life, 10 people coming together and they're planning for us to take a step. And on the day, it's 2 that showing up.
Real.
And it doesn't help because when 10 people plan to take a step and it's just 2 that show up, because of the 2 that show up there, they're not strong enough for
Yes.
them to can bring out the point and the
Right.
reason as for what they want.
Because they have
because
backup.
the others take a back seat.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people now, they for it, but because of pride and because of they don't want to be in the big picture. But in order for us to get what we need, we all need to show up in large numbers.
Yes, yes,
you understand?
yes.
So when we show up, we're letting them know it's not just one set that feeling the pain, that
all.
is the strain, it's all of us. So anyhow a bus driver fail to come to stand for that protest there, it's only because of, as I tell you, it's only because of pride or because of they feel to themselves they don't want to be in the big picture. But I can guarantee you every single bus driver, if there's a benefit. All of them looking for this. So I don't see why all of us can't stand and decide that we're standing for our rights. You understand?
You understand? Real.
So that is my feedback on it. And as I tell you already, as a bus driver, you know, I'm in the kitchen and I feel in the same way, you know, so I will always stand. You understand?
Yes,
but
man.
I will stand in a positive way, not in a violent way. You understand? So that's
peaceful
my
protest.
contribution. Yes.
Yeah, but you see what you say about the police, like beat up people and abuse people. I mean, remember we come to strike is our work for today. You know, we're striking today. But you have to realize the police now have their work to do too.
Yes.
And you have to do it in a peaceful way. Because you cannot come here and disrespect the police, you know.
No,
like
no,
I
no.
don't know how true it is. I heard somebody like calling the police yesterday, and that's why it started up everything like that. You have to respect the police. You cannot come and call the police and believe all is well.
When
No.
it was said that the police take a key from a bus and wanted to enter a bus and move it, and that's where it started.
Well, okay. What I'm saying now, if the police try to take the key,
We need respect on both sides.
yeah, we need respect on both sides.
Because like my partner said a while ago there, them police had the chance to protest. And they did protest for what they want.
Right.
And they did get what they wanted.
Right. So now it's our turn.
It's our turn.
Yeah.
But now it's the same police now that against us for the protesting.
I won't say against, because remember they have their work to do, you know.
True.
We have law in the country, you know.
Yes,
I won't say against. Again, I think they have to be more professional.
It just escalated then.
Escalated. You
Alright,
understand?
alright then.
But I think they have to be more professional than that. You understand?
Yes.
Because people are under tension.
Boy, a
I
lot
mean,
of
you
us.
have in a strike, people always no one is perfect. Everybody's different. Everybody will come in a kind of rage.
But that
You understand?
little strike it had yesterday in Tong, people had feel the effect. People couldn't reach Tong to open the
but
business.
that's called the Tong
Tong
was
was
closed.
yes,
Tong
you
was closed,
understand.
yeah.
And you could see a point being made. So
Yeah.
people are still trying to wonder why we stop this strike.
Exactly.
The strike should continue
Should continue.
So they could get the bigger image. Because they see, they could look like they call all you for next like a meeting or something. I don't know what happened. And all you agree to take the meeting. It's not agree to take the meeting. So they're supposed to bring the deal right to all you on the strike. We're just supposed to be stopping and say, well, let us see what they have to say. They know what all you want. They know what all you calling for. They know what all you demand. They know what that is rightfully all you own. Because they were sent, it was sent to them to give to all you.
Right.
So now it's not like we wait and make deal. They know what's happening already. So we're always supposed to be like people find, me myself find that too. Always supposed to be on the strike still until they come and meet all the demands.
Yes, man.
We don't
Yes,
say
man.
it should be continued like a violent way or
Definitely
nothing.
right, yeah,
But
yeah,
if
right.
it's
But we should
we agree
still-
to stay home or we agree is 1
Yes,
mile
man.
per hour.
Yeah, man. Yes.
But you should, because you could see it start yesterday.
Yeah.
True.
From the look of Rosso, how it has
Things should never get back to normal unless we
Oh,
get satisfaction.
Irie.
Because satisfaction is what that doing to ensure that things get back to normal.
You understand?
You understand? So all how we still think we on hold still. So everything still have to be neutral. You understand? Things are supposed to get back to normal. Because we need satisfaction in order
need
for
the
things
change.
to get
Can be
going
normal,
again.
yeah. If you just view my bus, you will see all us are ready to leave the bus stop with just 2 passengers.
You see what I mean?
It's so bad. You
Since
understand,
morning.
my brother? Come and see, it's so bad.
Since morning you there.
Since morning I there.
Only-
Passengers. You said 2. So what are you thinking it's
That
easy on
cannot
us?
put fuel
It's
in your
hard.
tank. That cannot give you tire.
I'm
That
telling
cannot
you.
give you oil. Sometimes that 2% there, they buy oil. Oil is $20-something, $10 to get in per
Breakfast.
passenger from here to country, you understand? So that is why I just tell the people them, anyhow we need assistance. And you see, we demonstrating for it. As long as we demonstrating peacefully, I don't see no reason why we cannot hit the road.
Because
You understand?
because the violence-
We just have to just hit the
Yes.
road
Yeah.
and hit it in a way where we don't get in out of
In a
order.
proper manner.
You understand?
In a
We have to
proper
stay.
manner.
We have to stay on cue. You understand?
Yes.
But we have to protest for betterment. Because so better not for bus drivers then.
I telling
You
you,
understand?
better cannot be for them police officers
It can be for the police officers where they feel well they need more. You understand? So you're telling me bus drivers are carrying their family, their children,
Yeah, everything.
to
The
work, to
police
school.
children.
Yeah.
It's
The same police children you carrying up and
Yes.
down to, you know.
Yes.
You check the family too,
So
mother, father.
they
Only
should-
civil
they-
servants and them.
servants and them, we carrying them, you know.
It's not the
All
ones that
government
need more.
workers,
Right.
all government workers depend on we the bus drivers in
Even
order
the
for them to go
farmers,
back and forth
some
to
of them
work.
that don't have their vehicles.
You know?
You understand?
On our bus, they carrying their bag of food, there, this, there, that.
Every
That's
early
it.
morning.
Yeah.
Every early morning.
So they should force
You understand?
Longing for more. You understand? Longing for better.
When
you
bus
understand?
drivers speak, they should be rushing.
You understand?
You understand? Let's
agree
help
about that.
them out. Let's give them what they want.
Of course.
Because we know we're playing a big part in that society, you know.
Yes.
You know what I'm telling you?
And people start to see it, so it should have continued. Yesterday, from how they look of it, was in Roseau in the tongue. Businesses don't make money, things don't sell,
Things don't sell.
because of a liquor strike. If we
yeah.
had just continue, enough people would feel it. And
Yes,
not
man.
enough.
Our demands maybe could be met
Ah,
easier.
you
faster.
understand?
You understand?
Because
But so
probably
it
they
is.
could say, well, okay, it's just a day. So they could work around that. But when
Yes.
they sit for 2-3 days,
You understand? They have to
ask them a
come.
question and
So they
figure
don't have
out-
to go and meet nobody
Yes.
and do no meeting. The meeting proposition supposed to come and meet all you.
Meet us.
On the strike.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely. Yes, man.
Anyway,
You know-
so it is, eh?
Yeah man, respect.
So to the PM and all them people in charge and everything, just give us something, man.
That's
Yes,
something
man.
was
Yeah,
good for us, man.
so we can do our little work we have to do on our boss, you know, fix this, fix that. And we ready for the
Working
season
for us,
coming up.
working for us while we're working it for you, you know.
Right,
And
yeah,
once you see we get once you get all the work in our favor, everything will go smoothly. You understand?
course, man.
Because we trying our best to ensure that every day we hit the road there, we transport each and everyone safely
Yeah.
back from home to work. You know, so we have it tough. You know, we have a hard demand. You know, so when you see we doing it, you know, we're trying to do it in the best way we can. But give us the assistance that we require. You understand? And once all you do that, everything will go smoothly. You understand? So that is my contribution, you know, on the behalf of that protest there. So really and truly I for it, but it's just that we need to do it in a peaceful way, you know, not in a violent way. So it does work for us, man. Once you work in our interests, everything is back to normal, alright? Respect.
Well, respect. There's
Yeah,
a
man.
few bus drivers there out there.
Yeah, man.
You understand? Stressing the point, the views on what happened in there from yesterday to today. But yet still, we're looking out for more little answers. Yet still, we have more bus drivers to meet. PM, talking to you.